This audio fiction may contain elements not suitable for children. Listener discretion is advised.
Scene 28. 1 week ago. Outskirts of the purified forest. 2 thieves run into an issue with stealing their food.
You seem certain this will work.
They need food too. Let's go.
Hey, get back here!
Damn thief.
This was a good plan. Smart. If we keep waiting, we can catch the thief.
Oh, you're right. That is a good idea.
But this time we scare them off with some Barbus spells. Make them never want to come back here again.
Oh.
Do you think we should follow that? Whatever it was.
I suppose so. If we can find out where they are, we will be able to deal with those thieves better.
It went toward the beach when I lost it.
I could only get a little.
There are so many of us. We have to eat.
But there were people there again. I didn't have the strength to run and fight.
I will tend to the sick. You need to find some food somehow.
I will find something.
Scene 29. Present day. Outskirts of the purified forest. Kellman decides to get up early and check the traps for meat. She encounters something unexpected.
Mommy, the monster!
Monster? You mean alligator? Well, why are you children up this early and outside? We told you to stay inside until we found the thieves.
We heard our dads talking about the monster.
We wanted to help catch it.
Are there any more of you looking for the monster?
No, just us. But the monster.
We're safe, Iva.
Go. All 3 of you to my house. You lock the door and stay there until one of your parents arrives.
But we want to help, and we found the monster. It was down the path under the bushes.
Travkin, go with Nye and Iva. You've helped enough.
Come on. Our moms and dads can beat the monster.
If they saw a person, why would they say it was a monster?
Scene 30. 2 years ago. Outskirts of the purified forest. Kellman and Vipin watch 2 of the children interact.
See? It will keep your hair out of your eyes. And it won't stick to your neck in the summer.
What? Isn't he a little young for a crush?
What's the matter, my love?
Nye has a crush. He's 4.
So he's precocious. It's cute. And given how much time they spend together, are you really surprised?
Right. But I now know how we're getting him to brush his hair and take regular baths.
Scene 31. Present day. Purified forest. Tirtha begins waking her children for breakfast.
Help yourself, kids. Come on, Arbane, there's fresh cinnamon bread. Breakfast is ready, sweetheart.
Okay, Mommy.
I didn't even have to tell her about the cinnamon bread. Iva? Iva! Iva! Iva!
Scene 32. Present day. Outskirts of the purified forest. Kellman begins discussing with the children what happened to them.
What happened while you were outside?
We were trying to help guard the traps, and when we got there, we heard footsteps. Then the monster jumped out at us.
I didn't want the bird monster to take you.
The bird monster?
The monster that appeared out of the darkness? The monster we ran from?
No.
No, the monster wasn't a bird.
What?
It was scaled like an adder, but it had arms and big teeth and nails.
No, it was like a bird and a person had a giant baby. You saw that, right?
No, I didn't.
You two saw two different things. What about you, Travkin?
It had big ears and teeth and nails. And it was gray and white and hairy, and it roared.
So you saw monsters and you took off running together.
And then we found you, Mommy, and the traps had food in them because the monster chased us. I'm in trouble.
Good morning.
Can you stay awake a little longer? Something happened.
Oh, in the name of Oberoni, what happened?
3 of the kids left to help you find the monsters. All 3 of them have a different account of a monster they saw, and the traps down the path from here were pilfered. And I'm going to take the others home, but given everything, I don't want to leave any of the children alone.
I can stay awake. Go ahead and take them home. Our attempts to catch the thieves did us little good. They had that mage that teleported them away from us as we were closing in. We tried to follow, but we couldn't find anything.
You hit at least one?
Yes, of course.
Good. I'll be back soon, though.
I'll come visit you soon.
All right.
Do you want to explore again? It was fun until the monster.
We can do that.
Come on. I'll be back soon.
So, Mom told you.
I know you want to be big and strong and brave to protect Ivor, but you can be like that when you're older and when you're bigger, and after we've gone hunting.
We found the monster that's been stealing our meat.
Promise me you won't go looking for monsters or animals that can hurt you just to impress Ivor.
Okay.
Good. At least none of you were hurt.
Scene 33. Present day, Purified Forest. Rurik comes home and finds Izar panicked.
Rurik, Travkin's gone!
What now?
Travkin, I went to check on him and he's missing!
Our son is... It's too early for him to be outside!
I know that.
We need to talk to Tirtha and Kellman. Travkin? Travkin!
I'll stay here to keep an eye on the others.
Daddy?
Oh, thank the gods.
Travkin, Nye, and Iva decided to help you look for the thieves. I found them running from...
It was a monster!
From something. I'm taking Iva home too. Vipin is sitting with our children.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
Of course, Rurik. You should take him home, though.
Izar is panicked and worried. You scared us both.
But Daddy, the monster!
We can talk about it later.
Scene 34. Present day, Purified Forest. With their son back at home, Rurik decides to sleep.
Oh, thank the gods!
He and some of the other kids decided to go hunt for the thieves themselves.
That was sweet of you, honey, but please don't do that again.
I love you both, but I haven't slept.
Set Travkin down and go get some sleep.
Right. Discipline and rules.
Scene 35. Present day, Purified Forest. Kellman returns Iva to her father.
Don't worry, we're almost there.
Eva?
Oh, good.
Oh, thank Oberoni.
She's asleep, but she, Nikitin, and Travkin decided to help you look for the thieves. All 3 of them claim to have seen a monster.
I see I'll have to make sure she does not do that again once she wakes up.
All 3 of the kids claim to have seen a different kind of monster.
That's peculiar, but something to worry about only after I've had some sleep.
Right. Well, nothing happened to them. You have Iva, and I'm sure you're exhausted. Go home, get some rest.
Thank you, Kellman.
Why would they claim to have seen 3 different monsters?
Again, that's a problem for when I've had sleep.
Scene 36. 6 months later, Stormtide Beach. A rescue party arrives to bring the Sama home.
You think they left? Or died?
There should be some indication that something living had been here. It was possible they had their own cave. There may have been any number of rock formations and caves on the island populated by swamp elves. Move this. Are you all that's left?
They gone.
Sama? Yes, we were sent here to bring back the survivors. It's safe. We have a boarding party, weapons, and we are taking the living home.
Don't touch the mud or dust.
I didn't touch it.
Right. It melts you.
It melts you? If you want to return home, wear it. Let's go.
Scene 37. Later that day, Stormtide Beach Bay. The rescue party attempts to discern what happened to the missing Sama.
They melted.
Yes. It was slow. It was like acid. It burned them. And anybody who helped them was melted away too.
It's true. It's true. It sounds unreal, but it happened. We saw it again.
I see.
The dust. The dust.
What about the dust?
The dust is them.
The dust is them. Who is them?
The ones who didn't make it.
Oh.
They were melted and turned to dust.
They were melted and turned to dust. They were melted and turned to dust.
Scene 38. Present day, purified forest. The thieves rejoice, having found ripe vegetables.
Oh, they're ripe! Oh, why aren't you helping?
I know it's dark, but something about this place seems familiar. But I'm not entirely certain why.
Who cares? We've probably stolen from them before. But we have sweet fruit here. We'll get to enjoy that for breakfast.
I suppose. That sounds delicious.
All right, let's go. Since the dead people on the beach took our home, we still need to find another.
Right.
Scene 39. Later that morning, purified forest. Tirtha finds thieves in a trap that was set to catch them.
All right. You can come with us while we check the garden. And if you want to walk with your dad while he does his rounds, you can.
Yes! That will be fun! And the flowers are so pretty!
The nearby deer, rodents, and birds wouldn't have taken all the ripe ones.
What is it, Mom?
The chances...
What's Mom doing?
I don't know, Iva.
Use more magic!
I am. Magic still isn't working.
Rurik and Vipin came through.
Who are they, and why are they in our forest?
I think we may have found our thieves.
Thieves? Oh, in the name of the 13 gods.
Scene 40. Later that night, purified forest. Althor and Tirtha discuss the events of the past few days.
So those mages were right about everything?
There was dust. Some bones of people. There was a garden and a lake they made inside a cave on the beach. You can tell people were there at some point.
That sounds horrible.
It was. You said you figured out something else?
Yes, the two mages caught in the netting, they used fear magic. That's why the 3 children saw a different monster. They really encountered those mages that morning.
Huh. I suppose that makes sense.
And we should not have to worry about the mages that much. A large portion of their home village was wiped out from starvation. A famine caused by something that had afflicted their village's gardens. They were among the only survivors who spent their lives stealing from others to live.
They didn't think to ask to be assimilated into a village?
I asked. They said they were young and it didn't occur to them to do that. By the time they did, they were already accustomed to being thieves and wanderers.
And now?
I had Izar and Kellman take them to Seabreeze village. They said they liked the water, so a village floating on water seemed perfect.
That does sound perfect for them, then.
What about the Blight? Do you think Izar was right?
If it does not age everything rapidly, I cannot explain what Rurik, Vipin, and I saw on the beach today.
I suppose that makes sense. At least we know it's safe for our children to wander the forest as they please again.
Yes, and they will all be pleased to hear that.
Scene 41. 9 years later, purified forest expanse. 4 of the gods watch the swamp's residents. Here they are discussing mortals, mortal nature, and why they either watch or interact with mortals.
This will be fun to watch. No 2 interactions are ever the same.
You truly love mortals, then?
How would we not? They are entertaining when they're good, when they're bad, when they're trying to win wars, or the love of another. And they find creative ways to worship us.
I suppose you have a point.
And without their belief in us, we might not be powerful and able to be here, watching what they do.
And that is a fair point. Is that why you are here?
I want to know what has happened with my descendants. As do you.
Of course. I have given favors to the family that call themselves Grimleaf for hundreds of years. I want to know that my gifts have been given to those worthy of wielding them. Druid families have become unwieldy in other parts of the world, and less amusing to watch when everybody there has my gifts.
I suppose not everybody is happy to have a favor, especially the mortals that have been deemed the consecrated with many favors.
Some find these things to be a curse, like my favors.
Surely some of the mortals you have touched with your gifts appreciate them.
Just one. I gave her a favor. She has had horrendously bad things happen to her, and seemingly impossible coincidences, and wonderful things. And she is happy. She is grateful for my gift. She has never once damned my name.
Is that what brings you here? That mortal woman there?
Yes. I am fascinated. She seems to always be happy. Her parents died, and she miraculously survived the same ailment. She was left alone in the world with no guidance or love, and she thought herself lucky.
She found one of my grandchildren entirely by luck, and they fell in love and have children, and soon, grandchildren.
You want me to be optimistic about mortals, then?
If that mortal woman can see your domain as a boon in her life, then others can too. Perspectives change. Mortals do too.
Perhaps one day time could be seen as a precious resource to not be wasted? That knowing there is an end will make mortals want to enjoy the experience of existence, to love and give, or take and hate. Whatever they feel, to do it, and to not lament what they could not do. That maybe, you think, that one day, these mortals will appreciate that they got to live many days and do whatever fleeting thoughts or interests they could?
Of course. If that mortal woman there has a different perspective on Sadat, why would others one day not see you differently?
Maybe we should talk to mortals about what we want.
It works for me. I ask mortals for things, and they do them. In exchange, I give them favor.
So you think we should appear to mortals and give them gifts and tell them our desires?
It does work for me. Thieves everywhere chant my name. Those who want privacy and secrecy, and who enjoy the mysteries of life, revere me. And I have clerics, those with my favors and consecrated who bear my mark.
Could they have a consecrated child?
Well, her mother is consecrated. So is she. What is making you so curious?
I wonder if all 4 of us should favor their child, just to see what happens.
Their child would be a druid with my favor. And this area has become revitalized over the past several generations.
I love this idea. With a dad being a hunter, the child could be the stealthiest hunter. A beautiful manifestation of my domain.
I would love to, as the mortals call it, favor my grandchild.
So we do that then. We watch their child, our consecrated, and see what happens.
It gives us something to do for 100 years.